Hi guys, John here, showing you some modifications I made to the Yuneec Q500 transmitter, and I'm going to tell you, right from the start, this voids the warranty for sure. You can see that I've got a large hood on here. You probably won't be able to see anything inside. I did a lot of experimentation with hoods. The first ones I made were 90 degrees. They came straight up 90 degrees from the case, and they didn't work at all. This particular screen on this radio is really dim. So when you get outside during the midday, it's just really difficult to see. I did some research, and then I discovered that you know what? I'm not looking straight down, on this monitor. So I just built a lot of these, and I think this angle is it's a pretty steep angle. It's about 65 degrees. But what I discovered with that was when I get outside, it now completely shades the screen. So the screen is a little easier to see out in the very bright midday sun. Of course, you're not going to see the screen if you're turned in an orientation where the sun is coming straight down onto the screen. But this is a huge improvement. The other thing I've done, I wanted to push the range. I was only able to get out. I wasn't able to get out very far. I've seen some videos where guys have gotten out, almost touching 2,500 feet. I'm in a pretty noisy RF environment. I was only able to get out to 1,500 feet before I lost my video. I never did go to a clean area to see what I could do, but I took my transmitter apart. And again, this voids the warranty for sure. But I replaced the antennas. I actually have a lot of micro RF connectors, and I had to do some replacements. Over on the 2.4 gigahertz side here, I actually removed the shutter button for taking pictures because I really don't do that, and it was just convenient for me to put an SMA connector here, and then I can put this. This is about maybe a 6 dB gain antenna for the 2.4 side. And there are actually two antennas for the 2.4. I've actually got a patch antenna in here. The original antennas were just tiny little no-gain wire antennas that were mounted inside the handle. I think there was one here, and then there was one on the other side actually in the handle. And they weren't bad at all. But again, this is what I do. I mod these things, and I try to push the limits. So I've got a patch antenna, nice patch antenna here, which all the radiation is forward, or if it's receiving data, it's pointed in that direction. And then we have this omnidirectional gain for the other 2.4 side. This is the 5.8 video receive side, and this antenna, I believe, is supposed to be about, I think, 12 to 13 dBi gain, and this makes a tremendous improvement. Same thing. I had to put some new connectors on the inside that then outputted to SMA so that I could adapt these things. But this made a tremendous improvement in my range. I'm not getting out there to a mile or anything like that, but now I can get out to easily 3,500 feet, which is really pretty far away for this machine. You're beyond what we're supposed to do, which is visual flight. Even if you have a spotter, you're not going to see it that far away. But I like the security of being able to have that link, even though I'm really not pushing that distance. I do like the security of it. So that's improved the distance tremendously, especially, like I said, being able to see the video was very important to me. I felt like I had RC control before I did these modifications, but I would lose my video, and now I'm not losing my video. Now I do have to point that thing at the Q500, so I really have to know where the Q500's at. Not if it's close. If it's close to me, I don't have to worry about it at all. But if I get out to 1,500 feet or more, I really have to make certain that that antenna, that this patch antenna, is pointed at the model, because it only has a beam width that it can see. I believe it's 35 degrees. It's not very much. It's very narrow, but that's because it's a high gain antenna. And again, this is my setup on the Q500. It seems to be working very, very well. I'm going to do some more experiments with this hood and see if I like it at this angle. I've only flown a few times with it. I need to fly quite a bit more, but seems to be doing a great job. And again, what I've done here, this voids the warranty. I don't recommend it unless you are good at working with tiny RF circuits. So guys, just wanted to show you what was possible with this, and hey, happy flying.